Hey there, Scotty, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Scotty, and we do play The Sims here. And if you're returning, welcome, friend. Listen, bitch thought I won't doing this no more. Still doing it. It just sometimes I do get burnt out on building because I like to build, but I feel like I'm a gameplay. Um, I was going to say girly. My pronouns are he, him, but I feel like I'm a gameplay girly. It's double down on it. Um, and so this is still part of Ziomara, and this is one of her neighbor's houses given to us on the gallery. Um, this couple is very adventurous. They have basically kind of given their early relationship to traveling the world. They, been together forever and they've done things together. These people have gone on vacations, solo vacations with each other as well. Like they're just, and not just vacations, exploring. Archaeological digs. Mountain climbing, things of the sort in that nature. Probably saved each other's lives once or twice a piece. And now they have just decided, you know what? Let's try the ultimate monster, suburban life. Let's join an HOA. Let's be those people. Let's be that girl. Be a little classy with it. I'm kidding. But they have accumulated a little money, and so they are, moving to a nice little neighborhood that is close to the city. It's very nice. They can keep all of their. It's big. They can keep all of their things that they've accumulated. I'm pretty sure backpacking all over the world and getting temple statues and crystals and gems and cookies and cakes and all the things that you accumulate as you travel around the world does get, things when you want to keep stuff, that gets a little, it gets a little hard to live that life. So sometimes you got to buy a house. In this economy, no, but for them, absolutely. So we are trying to figure out a kitchen here. It's unnecessarily big, but also this house was like taking longer to curl over for me than normal. I don't know why. It was just more like I wanted to do justice to it, and I just feel like I wasn't. But yeah, so this kitchen is very large, mostly because they like to cook a lot of things. Okay, very exotic meals. They've been to Sulani. They got the copper bowls. All right, they've got tea sets from Mount Komorebi. They just have spices and things. They make their own hummus. Like you. Oh, so they just needed kind of a big kitchen. And as I was like testing this house out and making sure things worked and stuff, I had them woohoo in the hot tub you're gonna see in the back. And so now they're pregnant. And apparently, she attracts twins like I don't know, people who hoochie mamas. I don't like she is a twin magnet, I guess. So she's pregnant with twins. So there will be a nursery, which actually helped because I was like, look, these people have a lot of stuff, and there's only so much I can pull out of debug that's going to look normal in here. So like, I need more rooms to do what with. So I was like, oh, thank God we're having babies. It was like one of the first times, like, oh, thank God she's pregnant, which works because we'll be in this neighborhood living with Ziomara. And then also our neighbor has a baby. So there'll just be neighborhood children. I think with the residential rental and then growing together, those two packs should work quite well for gameplay with just kind of a bunch of children set up in the world. So I'm excited for that. I think we were doing it on stream. Joe has been moved into the Pinnacles and she is living with her aunt. And we kind of gave Joan like a nice little grown up, she got her swagger, because I feel like Joe just she needed that. It was giving stud, you know, it was giving masculine lady. And you know what? We had to cut her hair. We just felt like she's got a GI Jane moment going on. Very Demi Moore in the '90s. Um, And it works for her. It works for that very studly lady. Love that for her. So I changed the colors in here, so it's kind of like this. I kind of wanted to. They were giving me like we're fresh from like Selva Dorada, and our aesthetic is like marble and um like fancy colorfulness and stuff. So it's a little gaudy, and it is that on purpose. Um, just because they have things from everywhere. There are carpets from Selva Dorada. There's like wood tables from the jungle, and then there's you know like chairs from Sulani and Balco Revi stuff. Just all different types of cultural things that they've gathered over the years, just kind of all hodgepodge and thrown together, along with some of their interests. Um, I was trying to do something here, and I wanted to do like a display case, something that said like, "Hey, here are the things that we've gotten that we're very proud of," and it's displayed right by the door so your friends see them because you've done something with your life, okay? You've been somewhere, friend. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to showcase the things that you have. So yeah, they have it kind of here by the door. He is standing on it mostly because he was in the spot that I needed for the display case. So yeah, and I'm pausing. I was more than likely watching something, and it got hilarious. That's my favorite thing to do when I build. Is just like watch or listen to something. I know a lot of people were complaining about the length of a Jenny Nicholson video. Which, since we're here, hi. That young lady does exposés. Okay, I don't know if y'all know this. Okay, they're long. Every last video she has released, when she deigns to, it's just long, okay? I saw a 4-hour video and I was like, well, let me go ahead and boot this game on up, see what I can build. I listened to every minute of her talk about that Star Wars hotel. And you know what? They owe her money. If you haven't seen it, it's 4 hours. I wouldn't, but it's 4 hours. And it is just a harrowing tale of someone who wanted to document an experience. And in true American capitalist fashion, it was overpriced and undersold. Underdelivered. Insanity. So, yeah, you see, I just put things in other places because when you come across things while you're building, you're like, ooh, this would go great here. So I just put things down in other places. Sometimes we do like marker furniture, and then sometimes I just kind of don't. I think we ended up putting a mirror behind that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out somewhere to put those like plaques that came with Jungle Adventure, um, which are always really nice. So, but yeah, we're just looking through basically like the decorations and stuff. I think this is actually debug, and just trying to find things and such and forth. I just popped my knuckle. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, the plates that came with Jungle Adventure always clutch. They always just look so nice in a house. And they're really expensive too. So, I actually really enjoy the Jungle Adventure pack. Like, I really have a lot of notes for it. It's kind of a fun pack. I've played a lot of it. So if you want your sim to get rich, go to that temple. Just run through the temple a bunch of times. Just have a great time. Your sim will get rich. I promise you that. Your sim will get rich. So just run through the temple a bunch of times. Bring a sleeping bag. Bring some food. There's always that little tree that has like the little fruits that inspire you. The tree of emotions. Yeah. No notes. I wish it were bigger. And I do wish it weren't a destination world anymore, but it's gonna have to work. So anyway, yeah, we're kind of figuring out. There's a lot of spinning because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I really was trying to like figure it out, make it look, just trying to add some pizzazz to it, but also like figure out their style. And I think that's why sometimes I play and build at the same time. So like I can kind of get a feel of the sim. You do a little gameplay while you're okay. Buses and trucks and trains and planes and giggling children all want to run down my street. This is it. This is it. Anyways, I'm sorry if you hear that, but apparently people are at work. Um, yeah. So yeah, but I was really trying to make it curl over for me, and I really think laying down the rugs helped because it was like these would be like fancy, expensive carpets that they bought during their travels. You know, you know, if you played Animal Crossing like I played Animal Crossing, that lady comes on when selling carpets. Okay, you got to get the camel lady, and so they didn't hit the camel lady, and they got their carpet game up. So love that for them. And I think at this point, I decided on a maximalist theme, even though we were spearheaded towards that anyway. But I stopped trying to make it look so cohesive and just, you know, put the rattan furniture down. Of course, this is what they would have gotten when they were in Sulani. They've just accumulated so much stuff. There's just finally handmade furniture they just couldn't part with. They're like, okay, this just can't sit in storage. We need to put this somewhere. So that's the house started to like make sense to me, if that makes sense. As I was going. So that's what we did. Now, during these particular like build videos where we're building videos, where we're decorating the houses for Zeomar's neighbors and everything, I do want to do like, I want to like talk the whole video, but I don't know what else to say. I almost kind of want to be like, I'll just leave you here with some music, but listen, I'm going to ramble. All right. This is your forewarning. We are going to probably be rambling for a minute. Also, I didn't get recording of a lot of this house simply because I was more like, okay, I just need to relax and chill and not think about it so much. And I would just like open the game and just play, kind of like watch something, watch a stream, something like that. And yeah, so it just needed to feel fun to me, and it did. It eventually did. So, um, but yeah, that's how we got there. Now, that's a choice. That's a choice, and we don't keep it. We don't keep it. Yeah. Woo. All right. Yeah, trying to make that work. And there's nothing wrong with plants. I just felt like it would have been overkill. It's like actually like a little planter box, with a spillage over of plants. It, it's a good idea. I still I still think it's a good idea, but mm, no, no. So I do think we end up getting rid of that. Just trying to find some curtains that will work in here, but those are the ones from Mount Komorebi, I want to say. I keep calling it Mount. It's Snow Escape. The pack is called Snow Escape. So yeah, so there's like blinds from Snow Escape in here. I think the rug is from Jungle Adventure, and then the couches are from Island Living. Mm-hmm. Yep, just pimping all over the world. Oh. So also, I think I ended up probably cutting it out, but there's a moment that I realized that because this is a residential rental and there are already neighbors, I somehow labeled their back porch as a different unit and build. I don't know how it happened, but like that little step into the backyard is literally a different apartment, and I could not decorate. I could not like get it. I had to end up moving one of their neighbors out, going back into build mode, changing it from a shared space to their unit, and then moving that neighbor back in. The things you do for the set. Okay, so that was user error. It was my fault. Um, but yeah, so a lot of spinning, looking at things like, ooh, they should go here. So we've got wall sconces in the hallway. Um, yeah, I feel like a lot of this stuff is just like bespoke things that they've picked up at like, you know, well, I don't think you pick anything up bespoke. So handmade and tailored to me. Look at this velvet deer. So this was yeah, me trying to figure out the living room. Not the living room, the dining room. Because I've gotten into this weird habit of just not putting wallpaper and flooring down. Like I'll fully put like furniture first and then like come back with the wallpaper, which I think that was probably my problem. I should have probably put wallpapers in or some type of wall texture and then, figured it out from there, put the furniture in. I think it would have curled over better. Um but I think that wallpaper is CC and it's kind of like this like green smoky mountain sort of deal vibe. It actually comes from it's like from a kids pack, the tiny Twabalus, the little tiny Twabalus kids pack from. Oh, I'm not sure. I want to say it's Felix Ander and Harry, but then again, I'm not sure. So, um, yeah, but it kind of had like that Smoky Mountain kind of feel that it just felt like something they would have in their home. So yeah, I'm kind of giving that. Throwing some more like carpet runners. Listen, I know y'all love kids, okay? EA. I don't mind a kid. I want to say this. Can we get a kit full of carpets? Please and thank you. I would love a kit full of carpets. Like in carpet like things. Okay? I'm just saying. Also, since I have you, hi. I would love a kit of kids' accessories. No, no, no. A kit of accessories. Hair clips, rings, bracelets, gloves, scarves, hats, belly jewels, waist chains, anklets, and then kids jewelry as well, little bangles, like little beaded bracelets, like a lot of accessories for like there are no accessories for children, literally none for toddlers or infants. I think Crystal Creations gave us earrings for babies, but yeah, like just an accessories kit and heavily focused on the children. Some of us have a lot of kids in our gameplay, and you know what? Don't you know these kids be bejeweled when they walk in the room? They can make this whole place shimmer. Okay, um, yeah, just can we just get some bangles for some little girls, please? But those baby girls need some bangles. And yeah, so, but yeah, thank y'all. I love what y'all are doing. Thank you so much. But anyways, so this is their activity room. They have kind of a room where they both have a lot of shared interests. So neither one of these stations are for him or her. One of them is like for knitting though. So there's like a lot of knitting and cross stitch stuff just kind of heaped and thrown over here with like craft boards and stuff. And then there's a gemology station over there, also with an archaeology station. And again with the tiny travelers, little mural sets that actually are really nice. So yeah, I feel like their activity room would feel really lived in. There would be a lot of their things from their travels here. And I think I think I ended up putting a wood crafting, wood cutting station in there, just to give them something else to kind of work on and focus with, because I know they both have really high skills and a whole lot of things that they do. But yeah, also we want to say shout out to Fox Mouse. Thank you so much for the Sims. They are very well traveled and played with, and I appreciate that. I very much do. So the bottom floor is kind of coming in. I just like having those little fuse boxes and water heaters on the lot since Floor Rent came out. It gives your Sims, I like it when they break. It just gives your Sims something to do. So it just kind of makes it realistic a little bit, because it doesn't break too much. Just enough for you to be like, yeah, that's a lot. And when water heaters break, they do be expensive. So that makes sense. Curls over for me. And yeah, but we're looking, I think that little wall placement thing came from Crystal Creations, and There's just a whole lot of cute things in that pack. I know a lot of people say it should probably have been included with Realm of Magic, but they didn't think of that, so they just kind of didn't. So, but yeah, I think it kind of works out, and everything is. There's a very green hue to this house. It started to take like green and green adjacent colors, so be prepared for that. It does follow through. So if you're secretly Michelle Visage, this is for you. I'm kidding. She hates green. Well, she said that once. I think she just didn't like the dress that lady was wearing. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm trying to find some carpets and stuff that go. There's a lot of rugs here. I feel like they just picked up a lot of rugs in their travels. And then this will be like the downstairs bathroom. Kind of the one you use, when you have guests. Like, somebody's like, oh, this tea is so good. Where's your bathroom? Like, oh, through that hallway on the right. See, now they ain't gotta go upstairs in your personal business. Rifling through your medicine cabinet. One thing I always try to be hyper cognizant about putting in a build are curtains, because I will forget. And I am known for just having a curtainless house, and so everybody's walking by, and they're just watching you, watching Maury. I'm nodding my head like, you get it. I don't know why. You can't see me. So, oh my God. I'm rambling a little too much. But anyways, how are y'all? If you've made it this far in the video, how are you? How's your day been? I hope you're well. What TV shows are you watching? Because I'll go first. I'm a little obsessed with Interview with a Vampire. Yeah, it's like that. It's just good. And I've been hearing whispers and things, and I just want to clear up something. I hear people say Louis is a bad father to Claudia. And to that I want to say he is, but shut up. Like, that man is mentally ill. I don't want to spoil it for you. You can mute me. That man is mentally ill. And, you know, there's going to be a spoiler here if you have not seen season 2, episode 3. I just want to say that when you feel like you are faced with certain death, the last thing you say is what matters. Because in season 1, Lestat's last words recorded in his blood by Claudia, that girl, ooh, absolutely. She put me in my coffin, Louis. So when Louis thought our mom was gonna kill him, he just said, tell her she's beautiful and she gonna be alright, okay? Her mind's not going. Now he thinks her mind is going to break apart. He's not thinking they're going to kill her because she was made young and that violates our laws. He's thinking, as Armand said, oh no, like, she's not going to be able to handle this. You don't know her. That man, for Jacob Anderson, I say it every time, give him an award. Give him you can give him a Grammy. It doesn't. Just give him an award. His music is actually really good as well. I was listening to Bloodsport years ago, but that sounded so pretentious. I was listening to this music ear. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are fake fans. Anyways, no, but seriously, he that man's over there acting. You don't know her. He said, tell my baby she's beautiful every morning, okay? She gonna be just fine. Go ahead and kill me. He's a bad vampire, but he cares. I don't think we can argue with anything. I don't think we can argue. We don't have to argue on that part. Louis is a very bad vampire. Awful. He's an awful vampire. But that's his charm, So I'm sorry, that concludes my rant on Interview with Vampire. That's just my fucking show. Anyways, Yeah, so I already decorated the bedroom because I was just like, the whole upstairs was blank. And after just struggling through the first floor, I was like, let me just knock this out. And I ended up liking the bedroom. So they have a very large bathroom, his and her sinks. Um, and then there is a another bathroom upstairs, just kind of for, we'll basically have kids, so this will basically be the kids' bathroom. And because she's pregnant with twins, and I just every time I remember it, that we've got these little light switches in one of the kits, I always go through and put them all through the house. So, um, yeah, and so for the kids' room, I wanted to make it kind of fun, colorful. They very much gave me fun, colorful people, especially if we were going to be having children. And so, yeah, we just kind of do like a nice little fun colored wall here. And these blinds that came with that kit will always kind of work for me. I like use them constantly. They're I always say they're like one of the only sets of blinds we have in the game, but that's not true. I think there's a base game set or something again. There's actually like a set of blinds that I don't think are CC. But if you know where those blinds are, let me know down in the comments. So yeah. Um but yeah, I still like the kids kid blinds. Now that I'm thinking about those other blinds, I'm like, dang, those would have made a lot more sense. But not in this house, probably in this neighborhood though. So it's probably the next house. We'll probably be doing like a lot of standard blinds. Um, yeah, because I don't have a family to go in there quite yet. We'll check the hashtag, see if we got some more. But yeah, so we're still going with the kids' room. They're having twins. So I wanted to put two bassinets in here. She gives me home birth girly. Like she'd have a doula. Yeah, I feel like that works for her. So yeah, we're just kind of going to give her that. Uh, let her have the babies at home in their little bassinets. Um, I probably went to go get something to drink. That's probably what that was. It's just a big long pause. But yeah. So trying to figure out how to really structure their nursery. Um, I really need. Okay, so now that we have infants, you can release like stuff for infants in other packs. Like you can do that. It doesn't need to be like a one and done for growing together. Like you can give us infant stuff and other things. Like I need more changing tables. Okay, we need more cribs. So please and thank you. Like please give a girl some stuff. But anyways, yeah, the kids' room's coming together. We put some. I think I use a lot of the Tiny Travelers pack in this house just because it's a very nice kit. Well, it's a CC pack. And then up here, this is kind of like a den. Kind of, it's like a little sitting room, little area, little space, and yeah, this rug just made sense with my fantasy. So I just kind of wanted to do something that was still colorful, but a little bit different, but all kind of work together within this room. Just kind of throw the whole thing together. But out there in the hallways, like a bunch of their stuff. It's um, like just a bunch of their knickknacks and paddywhacks and like the guitars that they've gotten over the years, and it's like a keyboard out there. So it is cluttered and everything out there, and I have screenshots at the end. So pictures, and we will. Yeah, you can see it that way because I did not. I just did. I don't know why. I just did not record it. But again, it wasn't working for me. I just had to sit there and do it. You got to do the work sometimes. So, yes. And looking for some, of course, some window dressings because, again, I'm hyper cognizant about missing them. That and trash cans, always retroactive. We have to go back and add curtains and trash cans. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do it now. So, the beaded fringe that came with paranormal is always like one of my favorite curtains, but I felt like it would work kind of for this den area. So like you kind of go through this little curtained area, and it looks a little closed off. Like, you might have intimate or close friends come upstairs. You might have like a party downstairs and people will watch TV, and have the kitchen and access to the kitchen. There's a bathroom down there. But your intimate close friends come upstairs. They come upstairs. They sit in your little sitting room with you. They listen to you play keyboard and all that stuff and all the ooh la la, the entertainment. There's like a little stand up art canvas. There it goes. I think it was made by MCM that we kind of put in that hallway out there. And so, yeah, I think we're coming to the end here. We got the screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next part. They go to bedroom. I will see you in the next part. We should be doing some still building, but we'll probably be with Xiomara next time. So, check me out. I've got another series on the channel, the Rags to Riches Governance, and that should be coming soon. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Take a bite, take a bite. So sour candy. Take a bite, take a bite. So sour candy.